Jesus' hidden frequency method, the resonance key to source power beyond prayer. Jesus' vibration key to unlocking source consciousness. We're uncovering how Jesus' vibration key transcended petitionary prayer, revealing a direct, energetic alignment with source consciousness. This concept explores how he activated a resonant frequency, enabling conscious co-creation rather than supplication, thereby unlocking profound personal transformation and bypassing traditional religious frameworks for direct access to divine power. What if everything you thought you knew about prayer was wrong? What if Jesus wasn't just asking for divine intervention, but tuning in to a higher frequency? This video reveals Jesus' vibration key, a radical approach that bypasses traditional prayer and connects you directly to source consciousness for profound transformation. The frequency Jesus actually used. Traditional prayer operates from a paradigm of separation. You speak upward to a distant deity. You ask. You plead. You wait for response. But the historical Jesus demonstrated something profoundly different. He operated from resonant frequency. Like tuning a radio to receive a specific station, he aligned his consciousness with source vibration. This wasn't metaphorical. It was energetic physics. When Jesus performed what witnesses called miracles, he didn't pause for lengthy supplication. He spoke immediately, directly, with absolute certainty. Lazarus, come forth. Not, Father, if it pleases you, perhaps consider. This distinction reveals everything. He wasn't requesting intervention from outside himself. He was broadcasting from unified field awareness, sourced consciousness flowing through human form without resistance. Ancient texts describe this as achieving Christ's consciousness, not worshiping Jesus as separate savior, but embodying the same vibrational state he mastered. The same frequency accessibility exists within every human nervous system. Your body is a sophisticated antenna. Your heart generates electromagnetic fields measurably stronger than your brain. Jesus understood this biological spirituality centuries before science could measure it. The suppression of this knowledge wasn't accidental. Religious institutions recognized the threat. If people discovered direct frequency access to source, intermediaries became obsolete. No need for priests to intercede. No requirement for institutional validation. No control mechanism through guilt and unworthiness. Just pure, unmediated connection between individual consciousness and infinite creative field. Modern quantum physics validates what mystics always knew. Everything is vibration. Particles exist as probability waves until observation collapses them into matter. Consciousness directly influences physical reality at quantum level. Jesus didn't violate natural law. He operated from deeper understanding of how natural law functions. The vibration key isn't supernatural. It's supernormal. The next evolutionary capability dormant in human potential. Resonance over supplication. The energetic difference. Supplication carries specific vibrational signature. It broadcasts lack, separation, need. When you beg the universe for something, you're energetically affirming you don't have it. That affirmation creates resonance with absence, not presence. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your vibrational state. Jesus understood this perfectly. His consciousness radiated fullness, not emptiness. Resonance operates differently. It's vibrational matching. Like tuning forks that vibrate in harmony when one is struck. Consciousness aligns with whatever frequency it authentically embodies. Jesus didn't try to manifest from desire. He aligned with outcomes as already accomplished reality. Feel the difference. Please help me find abundance versus I am abundance. Expressing through this form, same words, potentially, but radically different frequency. This explains why traditional prayer often fails, not because God is withholding, but because the practitioner broadcasts mixed signals, praying for health while vibrating fear of illness, asking for prosperity while resonating with scarcity consciousness. The universe can only mirror back your dominant frequency. It's not judging you. It's responding to energetic instructions you're transmitting constantly through emotion and belief. Jesus demonstrated unwavering frequency stability. When disciples panicked in storms, he remained calm. His peace wasn't dependent on circumstances. It was his baseline vibration. From this centered frequency, he issued commands that reality reflected instantly. The external chaos couldn't destabilize his internal coherence. This is mastery, not controlling circumstances through force, but maintaining frequency that circumstances must match. The vibration key requires brutal honesty. You cannot fake frequency. Affirmations without corresponding feeling state are empty words. Source consciousness responds to authenticity, to energetic truth. Jesus never pretended faith. He embodied knowing. That knowing transmitted through every cell, every word, every gesture. People felt it even before he spoke. Presence itself was healing because presence carries coherent frequency. Your work isn't perfecting words or rituals. It's cultivating genuine vibrational alignment. When you feel the reality you're calling forth as present moment experience, you've engaged the vibration key. Not visualization as separate from you, but embodiment as expression of you. This is the forgotten art. The suppressed technology. The frequency Jesus mastered and invited all to share. Activating your personal vibration key. Activation begins with awareness of your current broadcast. Most people unconsciously transmit programs installed by culture, family, and trauma. Fear frequencies, unworthiness patterns, survival mentality. These aren't your true nature. They're learned interference, disrupting your natural source connection. Jesus called this state sleep. Awakening means recognizing the program and choosing different frequency. Start with breath. Not thinking about breath, actually feeling it. Each inhalation draws in life force. Each exhalation releases resistance. When you fully inhabit breath, you're present. Presence is portal to source frequency. Past and future dissolve. Only now remains. Infinite creative potential exists exclusively here. This is where Jesus operated constantly. Eternal now awareness. From presence access heart coherence. Place attention in chest center. Not metaphorically. Literally. Feel the physical sensations. Warmth, expansion. Rhythm. Science confirms heart generates measurable electromagnetic field affecting everyone nearby. When you activate heart awareness, you shift from head-based analysis to heart-based knowing. This is frequency upgrade. From mental separation to unity consciousness. Now introduce desired reality as current experience. Not I want healing. Rather I am whole now. Feel wholeness in your body. Let that feeling generate corresponding thoughts and images. You're not lying to yourself. You're tuning to frequency where healing already exists. Everything exists simultaneously in quantum field. Your consciousness selects which version to experience based on vibrational match. Ready to master these techniques? Check the link in the comments for comprehensive training materials that will guide you beyond theory into direct experience of source frequency activation. Consistency matters more than intensity. 5 minutes daily of genuine frequency alignment transforms reality faster than sporadic peak experiences. Jesus didn't work miracles occasionally. He lived from miracle consciousness, continuously. Your nervous system needs repetition to establish a new baseline. Old patterns have momentum. New frequencies require dedication until they become default state. This is the practice Jesus taught his inner circle. Breaking free from religious frequency traps. Most religious systems inadvertently trap consciousness in low-frequency loops. Not through malicious intent, but through misunderstanding of how energetic reality functions. Confessional practices that emphasize sin and unworthiness. Doctrines teaching humanity as fallen and broken. These may aim for humility but broadcast frequencies of shame and separation. Exactly opposite of what Jesus demonstrated. Jesus never taught people they were wretched sinners, needing salvation. He consistently pointed toward divine nature already present within them. You are God's. The kingdom is within you. Greater works than these you will do. His message was empowerment, not diminishment. He came to remind humanity of forgotten magnificence, to activate dormant creative capacity, to restore frequency awareness. Religious frameworks often insert intermediaries between individual and source. You must confess to priests, seek absolution through sacraments. earn divine favor through obedience. These structures may serve social cohesion, but they fundamentally disrupt direct frequency access. Jesus bypassed every intermediary. He demonstrated unmediated connection available to all. This threatened religious authorities then, still threatens institutional control now. The frequency trap is subtle. Beautiful rituals, inspiring music, community connection. All valuable, but if they teach you're separate from source, if they position spiritual authority outside yourself, they're capping your frequency potential. Jesus didn't come to create new religion. He came to liberate consciousness from all limiting belief systems, including the religion that later claimed his name. Breaking free requires discernment. Does this practice raise your frequency? Do you feel expanded or contracted, empowered or dependent? The vibration key is when you're aligned with source frequency. Not because doctrine says so, because every cell in your body confirms it. You feel peace beyond circumstance, power beyond personality, love beyond condition. This isn't rejecting religious participation, it's transcending religious limitation. You can engage tradition without being confined by it. The mature practitioner takes what elevates frequency and releases what constrains. Jesus honored Jewish tradition while simultaneously revealing its deeper essence. You're invited to say maturity. Not rebellion against structure, but freedom within whatever structure serves your awakening, living as frequency embodiment. The ultimate expression of Jesus's vibration key is continuous embodiment, not accessing source frequency during meditation, then losing it in daily life, but maintaining coherent broadcast, regardless of circumstance. This is mastery. When your internal frequency remains stable, external reality must eventually conform, not through force, through natural resonance law. Jesus walked through hostile crowds unharmed, not because he was protected by divine force field, because his frequency didn't match violence. When you vibrate peace, aggression cannot find purchase. When you embody abundance, scarcity cannot attach. This isn't positive thinking. It's energetic law as reliable as gravity. Reality reflects dominant frequency with absolute precision. Challenges still appear. Jesus faced tremendous opposition. The difference is response frequency. Most people react to difficulty by lowering vibration. Stress, fear, anger. These reactions create feedback loops that amplify problems. Master practitioners like Jesus maintained high frequency regardless of stimulus. Difficulties lost power because nothing in his field resonated with them. Your daily practice becomes frequency hygiene. Just as you brush teeth and shower body, you must cleanse consciousness of accumulated density. Notice when you've absorbed fear from news media, when you've entrained with others' anxiety, when you've slipped into victim mentality. Recognize these frequency drops. Return to source alignment through breath, presence, and heart coherence. Integration happens in relationships. Easy to maintain frequency alone. True test is sustaining it with people who trigger old patterns. Family, co-workers, difficult personalities. When you can remain centered in source frequency regardless of who's present, you've achieved significant mastery. You're broadcasting so coherently that your presence helps others access higher frequency too. The work never ends. Frequency maintenance is lifelong practice, but it becomes easier. Neural pathways strengthen, new baseline establishes. What required effort becomes natural flow. You're not trying to access source frequency. You're recognizing you've never been separate from it. Jesus's vibration key isn't something you acquire. It's what you remember, your original nature, your true frequency, the voice of source consciousness speaking through human experience. This is your inheritance. Clim, Italiano. To deeply understand these advanced practices and access detailed guidance, check the link in the comments below. There, you'll find essential resources, including The Gnostic Gospels by Elaine Pagelsang, academic cornerstone for understanding the lost teachings of early Christianity and Jesus's original frequency-based methods. Leave your comment, like, subscribe, and share on the Divine Light Academy channel. We have new videos every day exploring consciousness, expansion, ancient wisdom, and practical frequency mastery. Join our community and discover how to activate your own vibration key for direct source connection. Your transformation through frequency begins now.